What is going on, guys? It's Slashback Saturday, and Bronco Juggalo is trying to power through. The back hurts, the feet hurt. I'm just trying to make it, guys. It's killing me. I'm feeling old. As old as that wee little bit of leprechaun that I've been reviewing the last week or so. But I am not doing a leprechaun review today. Slashback Saturday. We're doing a slasher movie. Leprechaun's a slasher. Not doing leprechaun. We're doing a slasher movie. Today's topic is deadly slashers. Now, deadly slashers is anything with the word dead in it. Deadly, dead, deader, Hellraiser. Also, variations on the word die, dying, died. And Joe said you could also put in killer, murder, things like that. I am going with the ever so convenient WISHMASTER 2 Evil Never Dies from 1999. Directed by Jack Shoulder and starring Andrew Divoff as the Djinn and Holly Fields as Morgana. It also stars Paul Johansson as Gregory. Now, Gregory, well, we'll get all to that in a second too. So, going back to Holly Fields. Holly Fields actually has kind of an interesting career. She's a singer, she's an actress, she's been in lots of bands, she's done a lot of studio work, she's done lots of voiceover work. The most interesting thing I found about her career is that she is Cameron Diaz's singing voice. Anytime Cameron Diaz has to do singing in a movie, in over 25 films, including Shrek, Shrek 1, Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek 4, all of them, it is this lady, Holly Fields, who is actually doing the singing for Cameron Diaz. I thought that was kind of interesting. This movie did have a $2.5 million budget, but it was actually a made-for-TV movie. Now, it does have the R-rated cut, which has lots of cursing, lots of gore, lots of blood. And I can't remember, I watched it just last night, but I don't remember seeing any actual nudity. There may have been a tiny, I don't think there was actually in this one. I don't think there was any tit shots or anything like that at all. So, for Joe, somebody you may recognize has a cameo in this film, Bokeem Woodbine, who you may know as Massive Genius from The Sopranos. And also having a role as the head guard for the prison is Tom, also known as Tiny Zeus Lister. A group of art thieves accidentally find and break open the Djinn out of the opal. The Djinn is once again bent on conquering the world, and he's going to do it by killing everybody in cool ways through their wishes. And here we go again with another supernatural slasher, guys. And yes, I wanted to do this movie anyways, so this fits in right here with the old die thing in the title. But hey, I'm down, you're down, let's do this. Wishmaster 2. I only got one real con. Now, this is a made-for-TV movie, and it's not quite as good as the original, but I still really like this movie. I actually think, in some ways, this movie exceeds the original, mainly in our main character, Final Girl. I like the Final Girl in this one. I like Holly Fields. I think she's really good. And when I was much younger, a teenager, I thought she was super hot. I thought that, she was the hotter girl out of the two at the time. This one and the one from the first movie, I can't remember her name right now. I just forgot. I really like Holly Fields, and I think that this was a good role for her. But getting into my one con. My one con in this is Paul Johansson. The guy is just wooden. He is a TV actor, and you can definitely tell he is a TV actor. So wooden in this part. I think his acting's terrible. I do not like him. He has no life in his character whatsoever. Gregory is the literal dead fuck. You know what I'm talking about? You know what Crispin Glover's character was accused of being in Friday the 13th Part 4? That's what we have here as a character. He is a dead fuck. He is just so wooden, so bland, and so boring. I do not like him at all. He is my one big con for this film. Getting into the pros, I like the humor in this movie. I like that lawyer fucking himself scene. I think it's hilarious. I think we do have a little bit more humor than we did in the first movie, and I enjoy that. I also really love the gore and the practical effects in this movie. Once again, they do a great job with that. The special effects, the CGI effects, they do a good job with still. We still have all those basics that made the first one really good. And the main basic that we have in this is Andrew Divoff. He does such a awesome job. Or is it DeVove? I don't know. never pronounce it correctly. Either I probably 50-50 in how I pronounce it. So he is so good in this. The writing is so good. The dialogue is really good. I love the dialogue. And his delivery of that dialogue is still second to none. This guy should be up there. He should be up there next to Robert Englund and Tony Todd. You know, he is one of the better talking killers. Brad Dourif, Tony Todd, Warwick Davis, Robert Englund, and Andrew Divoff. He should be up there. He should be in that conversation because this guy has a delivery that is awesome. And I know this is going to sound weird, but I really like that ritual purification aspect they did in this one. It does have some roots in a little bit of Hebrew and a little bit of Catholicism. And I'm not going to get into all that because I know that'll probably just bore people. But I found it to be really interesting because I kind of study some of that stuff. I'm into that stuff. And I liked how they did it. I liked how she made herself pure. She gave herself that purity. Because there's no way she was actually pure. You know what I mean? So she went through it. She sacrificed, part of herself. As in the Bible it said, Jesus said, if your right hand offends you, it's best to cut it off. That's kind of where we're going with this, That's kind of how she did it. That's kind of what she did. And it did really work for me in this film. I really did enjoy that. I thought that the way they beat the Jinn was a little bit less impactful than the last time. It was basically the same thing, just worded differently. But with that being said, I loved the look of the Jinn in this movie. He looked even more evil than he did in the first one. I fucking loved it. It's so cool. Overall, guys, I think this is a really good movie. It's a fun movie. It's not a great horror film. It's not a Hereditary, if those of you that consider Hereditary a great horror film. It's not a Halloween. It's not even a Friday the 13th. It's not a Nightmare on Elm Street. But it is still a very good movie. It doesn't have quite the same atmosphere that the first one did, but I still really enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun with it. That is it for Slashback Saturday this week, guys, and that is it for Wishmaster 2. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. And also, don't forget to check out everybody else doing Slashback Saturday. Give all their videos a watch, give them a like, leave them a comment, show them your support. There's some great people out there doing this. Jay Super Awesome, N Ready, Need Gore, Jacob Carver, Andrew Ballina. The list goes on and on. I could sit here and name all my friends forever, and people even that I'm hardly friends with or even that don't know. There's people out there doing this. People that I'm just now seeing that are doing this. Go and check them out. Jennifer Toshi, give her a check out. She really deserves more subs, guys. Anyways, this is Bronco Juggalo saying thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to check out Joe the Horror Man as well. He created Slashback Saturday. And I will talk to you guys on the mañana. Peace.
I am what I am and that's all that I am. I am what I am, I'm a hooligan. I am what I am and that's all that I am. I am what I am, I'm a hooligan.